If you really look at a tiny green grape hanging out on a woody vine, it's just drinking up all the cool water it can find from the dark dirt below. Inside, sweet water fills every little corner. The smooth skin keeps all that liquid totally safe, kind of like a tiny, tight water balloon. You bite into it, and boom, you get this massive wet splash. The sun beams down, the big leaves catch the light, and it's just effortlessly turning that water into pure fruit sugar.
A long time ago, people absolutely loved finding these sweet things growing wild out on the hills. They just eat them right off the branch. But there was this major catch. You couldn't save them for the winter. In that intense summer heat, a juicy grape would turn mushy and rot super fast. But then nature threw out this incredible surprise. Some of those grapes just decided to hang on the branches long after summer wrapped up, baking under the hot sky. Just picture a hungry traveler walking along and picking up these dry, funny-looking little things. I mean, they don't look like much, right? But that initial bite tasted sweeter than anything they'd ever found. And just like that, a whole new food was discovered. It's really just a grape that went on a sunny adventure. The warm air blows over the vineyard, pulling the extra water away, and leaves all that incredible sweet flavor completely untouched inside. As it sits there, the water inside actually turns into invisible steam. This vapor just floats right out through microscopic pores in the skin. The heavy weight of the water just vanishes, and the smooth skin just can't stay tight and plump anymore. So it starts folding up, getting all these little wrinkles all over its purple exterior.
Think of a plump grape, kind of like a full swimming pool. When the hot sun beams down, evaporation dries up the pool water completely, until only a dense, sweet floor is left behind. Since water doesn't really have much flavor anyway, losing it is no big deal at all. The natural sugar just stays trapped and gets packed super tight into a much smaller space. It's such a slow, gentle process. It takes weeks of warm, sunny days to finish the job. Every single afternoon makes the fruit a little sweeter. This chemical magic is called concentration. Less water means a way more intense flavor in every single bite, making a tiny piece taste just as sweet as a whole fresh fruit. Getting there, though, it takes so much patience. The farmers just have to wait out those long, sunny weeks, and sudden rainstorms are the absolute worst enemy. If raindrops hit that wrinkling skin, it gets wet and sticky, and without the blazing sun to dry it out again, mold can quietly take over, spoiling everything right there on the ground. To keep things safe, workers head out and carefully pick the heavy bunches by hand. They lay them completely flat on these clean paper trays, resting right on top of the warm dirt between the vine rows. Out there under the baking sky, day and night, the fruit fights to hold on to its sweet nutrients. Its purple skin turns a deep, dark brown just to protect the inside, showing that the sugar is getting wonderfully rich. The weather can be so tricky out there. Chilly morning fog can easily steal the heat away. But sometimes, a massive, scorching heat wave strikes the vineyards. The sun can be so intense it dries the fruit right there on the vines before harvest. People used to think the crop was totally ruined and worthless when that happened, but a clever farmer named William Thompson refused to toss them out. He packed them up, took them to the city, and people absolutely loved buying the chewy fruit. That accidental heat wave turned things into a giant business. People started growing special sweet green grapes just for drying, specifically those without any annoying seeds inside, making them perfectly safe and easy for kids to chew. While the sun caramelizes those green guys into a deep, rich brown, some are actually dried indoors with special warm air. That indoor breeze keeps their bright yellow color super shiny and golden. The real transformation is finally complete when almost all of the water is totally gone. What was a bouncy, liquid-filled sphere crosses over an invisible line into preserved food. It becomes this firm, chewy survivor. It endured the fierce summer heat, and now it's in a state where it will never easily spoil or rot again. Out in the fields, those paper trays get rolled up into protective bundles to keep off late summer rains, kind of like little paper cocoons. Then big trucks haul them off to the packing house, where machines gently shake away every tiny wooden stem, and high-tech hammers inspect them to make sure the fruit is incredibly healthy and sparkling clean. From there, the dried fruit pours right into those iconic, tight red cardboard boxes. No artificial chemicals needed to keep them fresh, just pure nature doing its thing. These little boxes get loaded up on ships and trains, traveling across vast oceans and huge mountains, finally landing on grocery store shelves, just waiting for hungry families to grab them. It's amazing where they end up. A parent tosses a light little box into a school lunchbox for recess. Bakers mix them into warm, squishy oatmeal cookies that make the whole kitchen smell like cinnamon. And out in the wild, brave hikers climbing freezing snowy mountains eat handfuls of them when they're exhausted. It gives their legs instant walking power, all fueled by this real, captured solar energy. If you think about factory candy, it's mostly just fake colors and processed white sugar. But this is nature's original candy, made from clean dirt, rain, and sunshine. Plus, it's packed with invisible helpers, like minerals, fiber for happy tummies, and iron for growing muscles. So every single wrinkle on that skin isn't ugly. It's a proud badge of honor from surviving the hot sun. It really goes to show how weighed-in creates these lasting, incredible rewards. A heavy, bulky bunch of fruit shrinks down into a small handful you can just slide right into your pocket. It's such a smart, portable invention. It actually helped early humans and brave sailors survive insanely long, freezing voyages because they finally had food that wouldn't spoil at sea. It just leaves you in wonder, doesn't it? Even with all our modern science, we still totally rely on the natural heat of the sky to make this happen. When you hold this tiny, dark, wrinkled snack, you are literally holding immensely strong, concentrated sunlight right in the palm of your hand. It drank in those summer rays months ago, and now that warmth lives directly in your snack. Losing water seemed like it would be the absolute end for that plump little grape, but really, it makes you wonder, what else in nature only gets sweeter after walking through the fire? Drop a like, share this with a friend, and hit subscribe.